So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well, and we have some more stories to address. Which is Fred, Pastor Fred, Fredinho, the second coming of Jesus Christ, our Savior. But he is linked by many clubs with moves away from Manchester United. So before we delve into what is going on the Fred sphere, if you would please be so kind and generous to smash a like on the video and subscribe if you are new or if you haven't done so already. It's massively appreciated, and I love each and every single one of y'all who support the channel in its endeavors to grow into amazing new heights that it's never reached before. And we're on a journey, people. So big ups to every single one of you that has subscribed, that has liked the content, and do drop comments below, leaving your thoughts and feelings about the subjects that we discuss on these videos. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in to the contents of the video, which is Fred in demand. Who is after Fred, and how much are they looking to pay? So, as we know, Manchester United, they have set a asking price on Fred for about £20 million, which is, in retrospect to all things considered, it's probably about a fair price, I reckon. Thereabouts a fair price. 20 million. Maybe you could squeeze some more money if the bidders aren't that eager, and based off of the identity of some of said bidders, perhaps, or suitors, perhaps we could get some extra cash squeezed out of them. But as we know, probably the most well associated name to the Fred sagas or the Fred transfer stories is Fulham. They've probably been the longest, most interested club in the Brazilian midfielder. They don't value Fred at about 20 million. They're trying to sort of negotiate to squeeze a little lower fee out of Manchester United Football Club. One of the most recent bidders, apparently we've had a bid rejected. We've rejected a bid from Galatasaray, so Turkey are also interested, but supposedly they stuck £5 million on the table and said, there it is, take it or leave it, and the club were just like, yeah, no, they're not going with that. No chance. No chance in hell we're selling Fred for 5 million. And to be fair, we shouldn't. We shouldn't be selling Fred for 5 million. Tahith Chong went for 5 million to Luton Town. Plus, I think there were some add-ons as well as other sell-on clauses as such. But Fred, no chance of we selling him for 5 million. I think probably the most realistic clubs for him to go to as it stands probably would be Fulham. But then again, there's some big competition coming from the Middle East. We've got Saudi Arabian clubs interested. Now, I don't know what Saudi clubs it is, but it creates the interesting dilemma that, as we know, Saudi this summer have gone big. They have gone straight to the stratosphere, and that they're not holding back. They're not holding back. They are spending big, and they are spending necessary to increase the profile of the Saudi league and to basically stick a spanner in the works to the European football scene. So, big ups to Saudi Arabia for trying to upset the apple cart, as it would seem, and all the morally correct people, morally correct and morally justified masses, by saying that it's an absolute disgrace that Saudi Arabia are buying all of these players. Well, in actuality, if they've got the money to do it and they conform to the FIFA governing bodies, why should you be upset? I mean, it's like what I'd seen on the, what was it, Lee Gunner that said this. Europe has been poaching talents from South America, been poaching talents from Asia and Africa. So what about those? What about those parts of the world and the footballing leagues in those continents? What about them? That we've just poached the talent straight out of them, given them some money here and some money there, just drip feed the other continents for football. Because as it stands, every time that there's any remote talent that comes through in clubs in these different areas of the world, the straight away they're begging for European clubs to come along. Oh, please give us some good transfer fees for these players so we've got money at our clubs to keep our doors open, to keep us being able to compete. Because they don't make money the same way as clubs in this country and in other areas of Europe, but most notably in this country. I mean, every club in this country is filthy rich, really, really filthy rich. Um, as proves per spending habits for quite a few of the smaller clubs from last summer, but also perhaps going into this summer. But, Fred, where will he go is the question. We beg to find the answers to these questions, but if it is Saudi Arabia that is the intended destination for Fred, then do we take advantage of that and say to Saudi clubs, "Oh, do you know what? You we've it's out there in the media, right? That supposedly we've asked for 20 million. That's just the rumored figure. That's the rumored figure. In actuality, we think that he's worth about say 30 million, about 30 million pound fee. You guys are spoiled for cash. You're spoiled riches. I'm sure you can afford to put in a couple of extra sweeteners in those deals, right? You can afford it. That's all good. I mean, we we're sort of in the position where we need to. Yeah, we want the money. We do. We seriously want the money because we've got our own transfers to make. I know Sofian Amrabat is uh, starting to pick up a bit more speed to the interest in that frontier. So who knows? If we can do a deal with Saudi Arabia and to get some good money for Fred, I'm all for it. But I know some people want, in the context of things, with midfielders that we're looking to sell. I know a lot of people are saying, look, sell Scott and sell Donny. I'll keep Fred for an extra year. But I think for us, it's just more the case that if we can get money on the table for these players, don't waste any time to try and think that maybe if we keep a player like Fred, like McTominay, or like Donny van de Beek for another year, that they're going to be more valuable by the time we get to next summer or by the time we get to January. Because if the money's on the table now, take the money now. If it's good value, if it matches what you're asking for, take the money now. Don't wait for January to come around. Don't wait for next summer to come around because maybe someone scouts Fred for half a season and says, "Well, actually, you said 20 million. Well, actually, you're not going to get 20 million. We'll put 10 million on the table because he's not been that good." What what's to say that happens? If you can get the good money now for Fred, take it. You can get money now for Scott, take it. If you get money now for Donny, take it. Any of these transfer fees, if it's a good value, if it's not stupid bids like what Galatasaray have just thrown into the pool, right? Unless it's Galatasaray's bid, don't accept it. But if it's of a good value, take it. Like, don't mess around. We need money, and we need out with the old and in with the new. We need to keep refreshing the squad, even if it is not the case that you're improving on player positions and the quality aspect. Out with the old, in with the new. Refresh your squad, right? New identities, new personalities. Keep changing things because it keeps morality up in the squad. It does. It keeps morality up in the squad because if it's the same old faces every time that you associate with failures as a player, it's almost like, well, we aspire to go and do great things, but it's just I know with this guy we're not going to do it. I know it with him. So if you get a new face and you say, well, I don't know about you. Supposedly people say you're a similar level, but I don't know what you're capable of. So it keeps things fresh. It keeps things exciting. The fans will be excited by that as well. And it's a reason to get invested in the season, to get invested in the project, to get invested into actually supporting your team. And, all for the positives on that aspect. So as for me, if Fred's got a decent offer on the table, take it. You know, much more important things for us to worry about with this squad, and with the progression of Ten Hag's project. So Fred, regardless of whether people want to keep him or not, maybe that's a question to answer in the comments in the comment section. Because I'm gonna wrap the video up now. If you would keep Fred, say yes. If you wouldn't, say no. But drop your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below, whether you would keep Fred or not for this season, or if the offer comes in, will you take that offer? Because I know there's a lot of people that have questions out of the three midfielders of Scott McTominay, Fred, and Donny van der Beek. Who would you sell and who would you keep? For me, if the offers are there, sell all three. Sell all three. We could sign Amrabat on the cheap. We could legitimately sell one of these three players for more money than we'd have to pay for Amrabat to get him in. And Amrabat is more important to this team's progression than either of those three midfielders. Makes sense, doesn't it? Come on, tell me it makes sense. It's logical. Go for it. Just go for it. Just do it. Just do it. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. And do be sure to smash the like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are on the road to 30 subs. Then again, who knows? Maybe by the time I upload this video, it will be on 30 subs. So big ups to anyone who does like the video and who does subscribe, not just like this video, but likes all my videos. Go through the archives. I'm on the way to 100 uploads on this channel already. Got more videos from subscribers, and I've also got more videos than sends. So big ups to everyone who subscribes and also likes the content. And that's it from me from now. I'll probably end up creating a video, or probably just going live, just reacting to information live. If we get the Here We Go from Onana, I'll probably be live from that point, so that might be earlier than the scheduled upload time for this. Or it could be later on, who knows? It's a Friday. We've had Here We Go for Mason Mount last Friday, and then we've got we might have the Here We Go today, so who knows? But we all wait in anticipation. But thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.